Lawrence.
Hi, Judy. So
Hi.
good to be here.
Yeah, thank you. We're delighted that you're able to make it with us.
Probably brought too much along.
Yeah, always. Is there ever too much, Lawrence? I'm Judith from Sydney Flower School, and I have today with me Lawrence Kwong, who is a long-time friend and colleague. Lawrence and I just love everything to do with the floral industry, and Lawrence often teaches with us. Lawrence has a specific design style that he brings to our school, and I've just asked Lawrence how he sees his design style, and he said organic, which I think is a perfect explanation and definition of what Lawrence does. And he was just telling me why he thinks of it that way. And this is one of Lawrence's designs, which I couldn't imagine to be any more organic, and he will explain to you, you know, how he created this. And Lawrence, I'd just like you to explain how you see organic.
The way I see organic is the emphasis got to be on all the elements you put in there. They're actually growing. They show beauty at a different stage. If you look at this design here, we have all the cuttings actually taken root and they're growing. This, by the way, this design, I began with that some weeks ago now. Remember I showed it in the network. I think it used to be called the Sydney Flower School Tribe, and that design evolved from one of the demonstrations there.
Yep.
And now you can see all the plant materials actually growing, from succulents to rhipsalis to even the piece of Hoya, nasturtiums.
The nasturtiums growing. For those people that maybe can't see, look, that's a vine of nasturtium, and there's a couple of them growing through it, which is just divine.
Things will just takes time to grow, and all they need a bit of water and moisture, such as a chain of hearts also as well.
You probably can't see that. Now, this design, the basket that it's contained in, is the same as this one that Lawrence has sitting here, that he's made in another with another coloured,
a different size,
and and he's actually going to show you the technique of how to construct this basket. He's not going to make a whole one, obviously, but he's going to show you the technique. But so I want to just turn this around to show you. You can see, you can actually see more of the basket here at the back. Can you see it in through here? This is all the basket, and then Lawrence has used it as a receptacle, basically. Look, here's nasturtium. Look at this. Can you believe it? Just growing out of that water, and it's, you know, what the basket is basically a container for the design. It's sitting in a shallow glass bowl with a little bit of water in it, and that's all there is to it. And it's just amazing. So Lawrence is just going to now demonstrate the technique.
Yes, it's good that you pointed out how simple it is.
Yep.
There are only two main components of the design. Is your handmade basket, which I'm going to show you the chicken wire technique, and your bowl at the bottom. Right, it can be a little bit higher, can be lower, and this can be made to any size. And the beauty of this basket is the fact that it's imperfect and it's just pretty much close to nature. Because
what's your favourite term?
Perfect, imperfect, or imperfectly perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because of the space it has, you can actually put different things in it, so to reflect the season. And I thought nothing better than a piece of autumn leaf branch as you watch how it actually go into, actually you see how it go into winter.
Yes.
as the leaves start to dry
Drop
up
up.
and you're left with
Yeah.
that branch.
Yeah.
And the magnolia branches actually I've reused many times.
Mm.
The magnolia branches do keep.
Yeah.
So you can add another dimension. Make use of all the space around you.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, so the material is a type of strong wire, but is coated in fibre, and I think it's called the rustic wire. It comes in a roll that's about 20 plus meters in length, in total length. It is flexible. You can twist, you can tie, and obviously we're familiar with the chicken wire, the manufactured chicken wire, but we can do better than that. I think you can all make one for yourself. The fact is, it's because it comes in brown and also come in green as well, so that will be a very it's more of a unity in your design, so you don't have suddenly the shiny metallic finish.
And the green is very organic. It looks like something that's come out of the forest.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
and so does this. Yeah.
So after all, you want this to be a piece that you can reuse, repurpose, and recreate.
Yeah.
Because it lasts as well.
This would just make a gorgeous little fruit bowl, if nothing else. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Lawrence.
Let's start with this. So I'll just demonstrate the chicken wire technique. So the pieces that you're going to cut, obviously you can have longer pieces, shorter pieces, depending on the size that you're going to make. So I'm going to cut 3.
I'm learning something new here.
So we've got 3 of those, and then you need the ones across. Again, let's say we do 3 of those.
When we're all at home watching Netflix, Lawrence is on his couch making chicken wire baskets.
And watching MasterChef instead. Oh dear. Okay, so you got all the. So basically, what you can see where we're going with this. So you got to cross them over, so into kind of like all the grids, and you got to maintain the 4 sides. So we're going to take them away now. So when you do that, so you have, I think you have one of them. This is going to be your lead. The one got to go under. So you go turn in a clockwise direction. You can have it 1 twist, or you can have 2. So let's do 2. So again, we're going to, this is your lead. So that's going to be under and clockwise 1 and 2. So you always have. So again, we have this one under. So you got, oh hang on a minute, one under. That's your lead again, under, and that 1 and 2. So you go with the next piece. Again is your lead. So you go 1 and 2. Then again is under. You go 1 and 2. There's your lead. The 1.
This is my sort of craft. It comes together really quick.
So you start to get your squares.
Yep.
So again, this is your lead one. So you go 1. I think I've done only 1, but anyway, let's see. The more twists you have, obviously you're going to have, you're going to use up more of the material,
the wire.
but it might be stronger.
Yep.
So.
And it appears that, you know, there's no, it's not imperative that you do exactly the same every time.
No.
Because it's going to hold.
So you don't even have to look at it. Just keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell someone off while you're doing this. Hey.
Or get me a cup of tea.
Or give me a cup of tea. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you look at it. Oh my God! What did I do?
But does it matter in the greater scheme of things when it's all finished?
That is such a good point, because this is for you to play.
Yeah.
No one's there to judge you. So you don't really have to undo it. You think, oh no, I think I turned the wrong way.
No.
But as long as it holds, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. So is that the size that you're making? Are they the size pieces that you're making and then you join them all together?
That's right. So this is just to show you what I meant by chicken wire technique. So the pieces that I put together, I think I've got something a bit longer than this, and I've done 3 of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
To make the outside panel or circumference, or and then I have a smaller piece to join the 3 sides underneath.
Fabulous.
So it's a fair amount of twisting and turning and trying to tidy up, but that's the beauty of this.
That's it.
No 2 pieces are the same.
No.
Or I can't even do another one exactly like that.
No, that's right. No, that's right. So they're bespoke, these baskets. They're bespoke. So there's a technique that, you know, Lawrence is going to introduce into our online workshops. So if this is your design aesthetic, go on.
I'll just interrupt you there. So we're clear on what we need. You're clear on how simple it is. You're clear on the basic technique. I would like to show you, you can actually take this off and change the water. Look how satisfying that is.
Look at all these roots. Aren't they amazing? That is so fabulous.
And this is actually
Look,
starting
that
a little got roots as well. See, that's a good point. You don't have to put everything together.
No.
It can be anywhere, inside, outside, underneath the basket. How good is that?
Yeah.
Again, if you have a group of friends together and they're all going to make one each, can you imagine how fascinating it is?
Yes.
It's all different.
Yes.
Because let's say you finish one, I'll finish one, and Kyle, you finish one. We're going to take it away.
Absolutely.
And then you have your favourite cuttings. Every time you do your walk, a piece of geranium, a piece of pelargonium,
That's right.
whatever.
Bit of community printing. And you know, the thing I love is, imagine walking into somebody's home and having that on the dining table and they're going, oh my God, where did you get that? Well, wait for it, honey, I made it myself. So, you know.
So I'm not going to take them out of there now.
No.
Because they're really happy there.
Yeah.
But can you imagine a similar approach is going to be done here. And then you have your cuttings put in there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you fill it with water. And then out from your garden, you might have your beautiful camellia, like what I have here.
Yes, look at them, aren't they divine?
Yeah, and then you can just enjoy whatever you picked from the garden, whatever is growing there now. And I happen to see these camellia just starting.
Yeah.
They're this season now. I think the japonica is coming.
Yes, this is a japonica.
Yeah, and then there's the senqua is the one that got beautiful petals everywhere.
Yes.
It's just like there's like our like the early blossom.
Yes, yes. The senqua's the early bloomer, and the japonica's the bigger, longer, hardier one.
And if there's space there, you can decorate it with fruits.
Yep.
Or a small little plant.
Yes.
Can be a miniature phalaenopsis. You just sit it in there.
Yep.
Same as that space there. So I could actually transfer this if you want to dress this up.
Yes.
So the seasonal flowers. Oh, any of you those where we have a rose garden. Apparently roses are still growing.
They are. People are saying, you know, they've still got roses in their garden.
So you can have it any height you want. You're not going to upset this design because it can be on the outside.
Yes, I was just going to say it could be on the outside.
Yeah. As long as it touched the water, let's say it did touch the water, you can decorate on the outside. So the inside, the outside, the height you can make use of. If you're going to extend it with branches woven into it, you have another dimension.
Yep. So this is one of our workshops that we'll be holding online. We'll be, pardon me, doing some webinars, and Lawrence will also be doing live Zoom classes. So check out our website, and the dates will be there.
But instead of the thicker rustic twist wire, I have these very, very versatile binding wire. Some of you might have used it or seen it. It's actually a wire coated with paper.
Yeah.
It comes in this natural or in green.
Yeah.
And I have done exactly the same.
Yeah.
With this. And that can be, and I will show you another design with this. Again, see how these grids allow you to insert your flowers. So that's something else.
So much to learn. So much to learn. And for those people that love this, and we know there's a lot of our students out there that have been calling for us to have Lawrence demonstrate some of his amazing design styles and techniques. This man is a technicologist, I think.
Particularly, I'm not sure about that. My favourite phrase is always, I'm imperfect, but I think is perfect.
Yes, exactly.
So how good it can everybody can be so imperfect, but yet you're perfect.
Yes. Well, none of us are perfect. Even, physically we're not perfect, but we're all perfect. And with that,